Are we on?
Yep. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Almost afternoon, actually. I'm Dawn, and this is
Joseph.
and you know Joseph from my other tutorials, the great Joseph. The greatest, the best. I love him so much. And we have him live today, ladies. We have him live to show, to get ready with me. I mean, we're going to just show little tips and tricks, right?
Yeah.
To show that, you know, in the morning, we don't have a lot of time, right? I mean, I certainly don't have a lot of time in the morning. In fact, I have a little bit of makeup on. Usually my go-to makeup when I'm running out the door.
This is your 5-minute makeup. That's what you said, right? Okay, we have a 5-minute makeup.
I literally just have a little bit of mascara on and
no. Let's This is what you would do as a basic grooming to get out the door.
Right.
Every woman has that, right? You have that thing that you're like, okay, I put my little bit of concealer, I got my mascara. Maybe some people curl their eyelashes, which is always a good idea.
Yeah.
And a quick lip and maybe a quick blush or a bronzer, and you're out the door. You got to get on the train. You might touch it up in the car, even.
I do mine on the subway.
Unless someone's driving you, or Dawn on this subway. So we're at that stage. You know, you even have lipstick on.
I have a little bit of
This is not just a little dabble, do you? This is really what you would expect to feel confident about the way you look when you go out.
Yeah.
So I think we've got a good basis for doing a few tricks and
yeah, because I just want to be honest, I do have some makeup on it right now. You know, a little bit of mascara, a little bit of lip, and a little bit of the concealer and a little bit of blush. But Joseph is going to help me with maybe enhancing it a little bit and making it look even better. And ladies, we are live, ladies and or gentlemen, whoever's watching, we are live, so you can ask us anything you want, right, Joseph? Any questions? We're here, anything. We are here to share our light with you, our truth. You know, we do talk often about like beauty and lipstick and mascara, but we also love to talk about what true beauty is, and true beauty comes in here. So you have to feel good about yourself in order to look good, and especially, you know, we're going through, what were we talking about? How many planets in retrograde?
Oh my God, 5 planets in retrograde. So don't even, if we fall off the table, and don't, just laugh with us. We're here to have a good time. We're here to have a good time. Here's the idea.
Yeah.
Everybody has their hi.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Dawn. Hi. It's Happy Nomadic. Hi, how are you, sweetie? Best way to cover dark spots on over at 50.
Hi, Joanna.
Oh, yes. We'll talk about dark spots as well. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Joseph. Hi. We're going to talk about all that stuff. So stay tuned because we've got some really great tips. Anyway, we're talking about Mercury in retrograde. So we're everybody's
plus
a little bit loopy.
All the planets have tied their wagon to Mercury.
Yes. So. Hi guys, hi. We don't have our glasses on, so it's a little fuzzy. We're trying to read, and the print is so small. But we're going to try to answer any questions you have as best as we can. Somebody asked about how to cover dark spots.
And you're talking specifically
over 50.
You're talking specifically in the perimeter of your face. So you're getting them along here. Is that what the problem is?
Yeah, and that's from Sunny. She asked that. Yeah, Sunny asked that question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm on.
Okay.
Okay. So they're in here. Yeah, that's a problem. I have them too, and they're starting to come up even more and more. So the best way to cover those is with a very strong. I like the Dermablend, and also there's a cover stick by Smart Cover, which is just with a little brush. You just go and you dab them first. And then you set them with powder, and then you can proceed with your makeup. And you might have to retouch them a little bit, but keep the amount of makeup you use to do that down to as much of a minimum. You don't want a chalky look over those, but you should be able to at least blend them pretty well with either Dermablend, and they will help you match the color for you if you go to their counter. And also Smart Cover has a wonderful erase stick, which is really, really good. One of the best actual concealers is the one by Lancome, the Maquicomplet. And the reason I like it is because it doesn't require powder. It goes on as a cream, you dab it in, and it can also be reapplied over your makeup when you're done. So I hope that helps. That's the way to do it, especially if you want to leave the rest of your face without makeup. You just want to cover the spots. You want to make sure you get something that blends pretty well, and just concentrate with a little brush on just the spots and just tap them in, just like that. Dawn has one. I'm going to fix it right now.
I do.
She does, and I'm going to fix it right now, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to take a little of the Maquicomplet by Lancome. It's very pricey, I got to tell you. I don't like to recommend it. And just go this way for me and show them. I mean, it's not much, and she's already tried to cover, so now I'm reapplying to cover with a little brush. You know, be an artist. With a little brush and a little tap, everything goes away.
A little dab will do ya. No, I have, because I spent a lot of time in the sun. Anybody out there spent a lot of time in the sun? And I mean, It's just part of it. And I've always been very good about putting on sunscreen. It's just part of life, I guess, part of, you know, just aging and, you know, your face, but it's fine.
Okay, we have a question.
Yeah.
How to reduce the look of eyelid wrinkles with makeup, please? Well, you know we love wrinkles, so I'm not trying to hide wrinkles. I think what you're trying to say is, how do I make my eyes come out more so that maybe that you don't see the lines as much? I would need to know where the wrinkles are. I'm assuming they're out here in the side of the eye. Yeah, to reduce wrinkles with makeup. Makeup usually brings wrinkles out. It actually does cause more wrinkles. The skin just gets highlighted on top and the wrinkle gets accentuated. So I like to work around the wrinkles. I like wrinkles. So
you like wrinkles. We're sorry.
Answer.
You know, somebody said that wrinkles are where smiles were. So when you smile, that's where wrinkles creates wrinkles. So just know that you've had a lot of joy in your life. So if you've had a lot of joy in your life and you've smiled a lot, because when you smile, it causes wrinkles. So I love that. You know, wrinkles are where smiles were. So, you know, just appreciate and love yourself for that.
Yeah, we're dealing with people over 40, 50, 60, any age. Beauty is really, really beautiful to us. I mean, it is to me. I love to see that a woman is not trying to hide what her lines are telling me, which is that she's lived a life. And I'm sure you have so many accomplishments, so many things in your life that you can be proud of. That's what the lines are for. But
you've earned them.
You've earned them, and they're beautiful. Honey. Let's start celebrating them. Not trying to cover. You know, you can always get in there and highlight the deep part of the wrinkle, and then tap it. If you get a white pencil inside those wrinkles, you might be able to trick the eye into thinking they're not so deep. But that's as best you can do. There's no way to really hide wrinkles.
Yeah, unless you start getting into Botox and all that stuff. Yeah. But with makeup, you kind of want to enhance that. Like sometimes I even like to enhance that area because, again, I feel like, you know, I've had a lot of joy in my life, so I'm going to have wrinkles. I mean, and it's okay. I mean, it's, you know.
A nice furrow. So look at that nonsense. I'm especially trying to read these. Okay. Yeah. How can I conceal hormonal acne without looking like a granny with a mask? Okay, we're being funny. Well, I don't know what a granny with a mask looks like, but I think what you need is, first of all, I don't know what keeps the inflammation down. Acne, it always comes through from inflammation in the skin. I would definitely start with a Calendula toner from Kiehl's. Thank you. From Kiehl's. You can go online. You can go to a Kiehl's store if there's one near you.
My store has it.
Right. And so the calendula is very calming. It reduces inflammation, which is going to reduce the look of the hormonal acne. It will reduce the look and the effect of it. Once you've established that as a daily routine of your, getting ready in the morning, toner is very important. I stated that in our tutorial, and we've gotten a lot of emails from people saying it's really working out. They really see a difference. And I think calendula for a hormonal breakout, which again is a system of inflammation, will reduce the look of it. Once you've done that, once you've established that, I say use a really, really strong pigment and just a small brush and sort of dab it out, and then finish it with all over foundation unless you don't wear foundation. You can do that. Again, I believe in using a lot of pigment, but not very much of it. You're not going to have much result with a liquid foundation because the inflammation will not allow the makeup to set where the inflammation is. It'll keep coming off where the inflammation is, and then you put more and more, and that's why you get the granny mask. No, just take a brush after you've cooled it down with a good toner, not a toner for acne, a toner for inflammation. Calendula from Kiehl's. Take your small brush and just dab it out like that, tap it in, and then use a nice bronzer or a little bit of a setting powder over that. If you're not using any makeup, you can use a powder like MAC Studio Fix, which has a little pigment and a little moisturizer in it. So it actually blends almost like a dry makeup. It's a very good product. Otherwise, just set it with a good blotting powder.
So Happy Nomadic Homemaker asked a question.
Okay. How do you make makeup looking fresh in humidity and heat? Okay, here's my...
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Okay. First of all, humidity is the foundation. Think of it that way.
That's a good one.
Yeah, humidity is the foundation. So anything you put on top of that, it's like adding more and more and more and more, especially if you use a liquid foundation that has like an emollient or something that moves it around. In order for most makeup to set, it sets at the temperature of the skin. So if you're really getting into those hot, humid days, yeah, you're reacting internally, externally, so you're going to constantly shine up. So think of that shine up as the foundation. So you kind of want, the best way to look fresh in humidity is to not use foundation. What you want to use is either a pigmented powder that has a little bit of, the color that you like for your skin, and brush that into the humidity and really back off on the moisturizer. The humidity is a great thing. It's humid here right now, and I feel like my skin is full of water. I feel like I look 10 years younger,
You do.
Yeah, I look great. Right? 63, I look all right, except a little crepey down here.
Oh, stop.
But, but so I love the humidity, but in order to get good coverage, you don't want to start getting into makeup, liquid or even cream. But a powder foundation can work. A straight powder with pigment in it, which I don't normally recommend because I like the foundation to be the color and you set it with a translucent powder. But in this case, humidity is the foundation. So put the pigmented powder over that. It'll dry you back, it'll set everything, and hold that temperature in your skin to a little bit lower than the outside elements are dictating. I think that's a good answer.
Yeah, I think that's a great answer.
Yeah, use powders, don't use liquids, and back off on the moisture.
I never use foundation when it's hot and humid because I know it's just going to get all mushy and sweaty, and I'm going to sweat. So I'm one of those people that is very minimal when it comes to the humidity because I just know I'm going to sweat off my makeup. So,
so we got a question about hands.
Yeah.
From Dublin. I'm 56. My face and hands have aged over the last 6 months. Okay, it's a question about face and hands. Whilst I accept it wholeheartedly, bravo to you. That's our message. Please. We can't stop it, so we might as well make the most of it.
And enhance it.
Whilst I accept the whole, what can I do what's a good way to go forward? Anytime we start aging, particularly in that age group of 56, it's a lot of hormonal stuff. Skin does thicken up, right? You get a little bit thicker. You tend to feel like, that's why you're feeling a little more lined. There's a lot of products out there which will exfoliate. And I don't mind those products. If you can afford it, go to a dermatologist, talk to him about maybe a very light in-office peel that you're red for a couple of days, but there's a lot. It sounds to me like there's probably a lot of accumulation of cells on the face that you could interrupt. They kind of stack up, interrupt that, get some of that sloughed off. You'll see a pinker, younger, shinier skin come through, and then start in with your toner and start in with a beautiful moisturizer, and you'll see a big difference. You'll see a huge difference.
Yeah, somebody asked.
Oh, yeah,
recommend
she's saying
a brand about also about the brand of what kind of it's humidity and it's hot and they want to know what kind of like a powder.
You need to go there. There are hundreds of brands. I'm not. I find
hundreds.
I mean, I just go out to, even you go to the drugstore, you know, they have what they'll call, and they'll have different shades, many different colors of powders that are meant to blot back the shine. And they'll have one that will expressly say foundation powder on it. Those are good to use. And just go to your drugstore. I can't really say. I mean, I've in a crunch, I go to Neutrogena. Whenever I'm at the drugstore and I go, oh my God, I'm out of pale beige foundation, I go straight to Neutrogena Shine Control Foundation.
Yeah.
Which actually, if you think about it, if you use it very lightly, because it's quite opaque, which I love. Again, I love pigment that covers, but then I use very little. This is another good one maybe for humidity because it is about shine control. But go to the Neutrogena counter. The thing about them is their fragrances are very nondescript. They don't have a lot of bad ingredients. They're kind of a skin. They focus on skin. Neutrogena. I hope that helps.
So maybe we could talk a little bit about like my face right now.
How can you get? Now I want to answer. I love answering questions.
Okay, sure.
It's so much fun. I've been dying to get.
I just wanted to give them a little tips.
Well,
on, like,
we got plenty of time, and then that take me another 5 minutes. That's the beauty of it is that you got me. I'll do it in 5 minutes. I'm going to take what you have, and in 5 minutes, I'll make it beautiful. Okay. But let me answer these questions. They're stacking up. We're getting behind. I'm like Lucy with the chocolate.
I love it.
Okay, how do you make? How do you get the right foundation color that's right for your skin color? I never get the right one. Okay, the question I have for how do you labia? Oh man, I'm so sorry. Labia. I gotcha. I think I'm sorry. Okay. No, it's Rosie. Rosie Martinez wants to know about that. Okay, Rosie, the thing that you get the right color is to go just a little bit paler than your natural tone. And the reason you do that is because your oils will mix with the pigments and darken them. So you're probably getting a line in here. The one thing you want to avoid once you've matched your skin to slightly paler than you are is an absolute translucent powder to go on top of that. And let's see.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, here it is. And this is a MAC blotting powder because Dawn asked me just bring a few things that you think are which you would never leave the house without. This matte blotting powder. Now this is in medium, so it can go deeper shade. It can go even paler, but there's really no pigment in that. It's just all about blot back. So then you set your makeup with a translucent powder. And your makeup will not go darker. So I suggest a translucent powder on top of a color that matches you. Probably the mistake you're making is you're setting your makeup with a powder that has pigment in it. You're doubling the pigment. Then when the oils come through, you get dark. I hope that's good.
Janet Hill.
I want to get with this lady here. Thoughts on using anti-aging skincare or makeup for a younger age, from a younger age for prevention? Absolutely. Prevention goes deeper than what we're putting on the surface. You know, with every change that your body makes, and this is where Dawn comes in. I mean, she's got a book around here that'll tell you all about it. As you change, you can maintain a balance nutritionally and with exercise. That's great for prevention.
I'm going to grab my book.
Okay, get your book. So here's my feeling about that. I think prevention is really, really good. I think as much as people like to put sunblock on their face, a very important part is the neck in here. This skin here, if I can explain, especially looking at mine, is as tender as the under eye skin. So if we're going out in the sun, we're putting block all over our face and like I'm being good, and you don't do the décolleté, we call this area.
You got to do it.
The sun is doing so much damage. So yes, block is preventative. Hats, wear gloves if you don't want, your hands.
People are walking around umbrellas here.
But understand from a beauty expert, apart from sun damage and the medical the implications of that. I have no problem with somebody I have no problem with somebody who spends a lot of time in the sun and they've got a lot of wrinkles and crinkles and lovely sunshine around their face because they're happy. They're doing what they want. They're not worried. I think one of the things we can do for prevention in our lives is not to worry so much about aging and what we can do to prevent it. Not much you can do to prevent it. But it's a great notion to want to take care of yourself through your diet, through your exercise. As you get older, these things are important because they stimulate the good hormones.
Yeah.
They really stimulate the good. That's what you can talk about.
Yeah, and one of the things I want to say, I just want to shamelessly plug my book. I wrote this book called Nature's Beauty Secrets because for me, I was a model for many, many years, and I learned that the most important thing was to really take care of your skin because, my livelihood depended on how I looked, how my skin looked. Because if I walked in the door and I didn't look good, I wasn't going to get the job. So I really learned to really focus on taking care of my skin. And so I was wearing, sunscreen all the time. I tried to stay out of the sun. I mean, I'm a sun lover. I love to swim in the ocean and surf. And I just love the beach. I can't help it. That's why I have a little brown spot here. I'm from Laguna,
California.
He's from Laguna, and so I just love the beach. So I couldn't help it. But I always put on sunscreen. And I use a lot of, in my book, I'll talk a lot about skincare, things that you can do that are anti-aging. So, it'll be in the
check out Dawn's
link below.
book or look through, look online, ask that question online. There's a lot of things, but I think, Dawn and I always talk about the fact that beauty is an inside job. I quote that from her. It's an inside job.
And there's no expiration date on beauty. There's people in their 90s that are just flawlessly gorgeous because they've lived a life.
Yeah, I think there's beauty in age. I really do. I think it's beautiful. I'd prefer to see a face that has a little life that's lived through it. I'm a little wary of the youngsters. I mean, because they haven't gotten anywhere yet. They haven't figured it out. I mean, well, the little ones. Your little ones got it all figured out. Yeah, Lucia's got it all figured out.
My daughter.
So
but
we won't
they
even
haven't had the life experience.
Yeah.
So sometimes, when you're older, it shows in your eyes, it shows in your skin, it just shows that you've got wisdom. In other cultures, they call them wise women for a reason. Especially like in indigenous cultures, American Indian cultures. Remember, and we were talking about this, you and I, they honored them for their wisdom and their age because they had the life experience to teach the younger that, look, don't make the mistakes I've made, or this is what life is about, and celebrate it. Don't try to hide and diminish it. I'm not going out. I feel invisible. Celebrate it from here. Celebrate it. Yeah. It's okay.
Absolutely.
And just make the best of it and try to look the best you can do. See, I'm not trying to be 20, but I don't want to look bad either. I'm just trying to be vibrant.
Yeah, but what makes you look beautiful, Dawn, is your happiness, is your joy, and accepting what you are. Yeah. Accepting the aging process, embracing it. See, what happens when we stop embracing ourselves at any stage in life? We diminish ourselves, and so we put out this energy that says, "I'm not enough."
Yeah.
I don't feel confident about myself. And that's all people read. When we say beauty is an inside job, we mean that you're beautiful, whether you have makeup on or not. If deep down inside yourself, you see the beauty of yourself. People, that's what they'll respond to.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, that's what this beauty is. Check out that beauty. We're all different. Everybody's different. And kids are beautiful. We stare at their beautiful skin and go, oh my God, I had beautiful skin once. There's nothing not beautiful about aging skin, not to me. I like the saggy necks and the everything. I like it all. I think it's beautiful because I see something. I don't see age. I see wisdom. I see maturity. I see life. Wow, how many summers have you lived? How many
beaches have you gone to and had the best time? That's what you need to celebrate.
And children and heartache and
births, deaths. We mourn people. I mean, we
know we can't avoid it. So let's embrace and find the best way to look at how we are maturing, how we're getting more wisdom. Let's really, even with all the the things that weren't so happy in our lives. You know, look at what they brought you. They gave you understanding. They gave you compassion. They gave you empathy for other people that might have problems. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. I'm going to answer another question. Okay. You can see I always have to go down a little bit. How do I do it? Okay. Grandma from Wisconsin. Hey, Janet, I have very dark circles and deep acne scars. Is there anything that you would recommend? Mostly my scars are bothersome. So are these are like a little indentions in your face, little what they call pock marks. I hate that word, but I'm asking. The one thing that you can do about that, like I said before, I mean, it's a little bit of a process, and you just take a white pencil, something very pale, and you just get inside those little areas with a white pencil. And then you go in with a good concealer, either a cream cover or the Macchiato by Lancome that I love.
You love
much.
this.
I love that. No, it works. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I've used it for 20, 30 years. It works. I
loves
spend
this.
the money. It's like $33 for this.
Is it really? Oh, I got to get you
spend
one.
the money. So, yes, please.
I will buy makeup for you.
Or with this, and then, you know, you take a damp sponge, you put your concealer, you know, where you need it, and then take a little bit. You do. I'm going to be jumping on that.
Okay.
And then you take and just blend. And if you have the white, first of all, the concealer is going to get rid of the dark circle. I guarantee it. If you just draw the circle out, don't get all underneath your eye with one big makeup, because that's just getting thick. Just go right where the dark circle is. I'll show you in a second when I do Dawn. And then you just take your cream makeup or whatever foundation you're using with a damp sponge. And the reason I like damp sponges, it diffuses. You know, it's not just dry to face or finger to face. So you take it and you just tap that concealer in, get it all blended out, and you'll see that wherever you kind of stuck that little bit of white pencil in those scars, it's going to aid in making it look more even and smooth. That's my trick. That's what a professional makeup artist would do for you if we were doing your photograph, or we just wanted, if you were sitting in my chair and I wanted to show you how to help you with that. I hope that's a good answer. Okay. Yes, no smoking. No smoking and save your money. That's my philosophy. Best makeup is when you feel happy in your life. Joanna, you're absolutely right. A smile is
Joanna's the best.
Okay, Joanna. Well, I always said a smile is the best facelift. So there's nothing better. I mean, I can look at myself and go, "What's wrong with me?" Or I can go, "Hey, I'm on a good day." It's a whole nother person. Absolutely.
I'm glad you
We're
said that.
in control.
Joy. Somebody wrote, a very famous person wrote, "Joy is a woman's best cosmetic."
I love
joy
that.
and happiness and smiles. And
let me tell you, ladies, I've done makeup for almost 40 years.
Yes.
And I don't think I can do anything for anyone if they don't feel love for themselves and aren't. It's not a question of being happy. It's best question of being sort of acquainted and forgiving and accepting of yourself the way you are. If I don't start with that, if you can't look at yourself with no makeup on, I can't find the beauty. The beauty is in the expression, the way that your face lifts when you talk about something you're excited about. So that's where I find the beauty. So yeah, that's a really good thing to say. That is the best makeup. Okay, Peggy. Hello, guys. I would like to know your opinion on DIY toners. What is that? Do-it-yourself toner? Is that what it is?
DIY toners, do it yourself.
DIY.
DIY.
Are you mixed up?
DIY.
Okay. Well, rose water, lemon, water, vinegar. Hey, look. Listen. The only thing you want to do is make sure that it goes well with your skin type. But I think, listen. I used to put, gosh, when I was young, and I'd have a breakout or I'd want to squeeze my face, which I don't recommend anybody doing unless you've done it after a bath, when your pores are open. Or I'd use a little bit of a scrub or something because still, you're young, I look perfect. I would take plain yogurt and I'd put it all over my face. And I would wipe it off and it'd be like, oh my God, all the redness, gone. And it also would kill any tendency for my fingers to spread bacteria around. It was a really good thing. So yeah, I like home homespun stuff. Just make sure it works for your skin type. Don't be using lemon or anything harsh if you're a certain age. If it burns, it's not working. It should not burn. That is a fallacy. Maybe when you're young, you can take the burn, but it's not good when you're older.
Feel the burn.
Yeah, some of the creams with the fruit acids and things that do exfoliate, you'll feel a little tingling on it for the first few seconds that it's on. That's okay.
Because it's exfoliating.
Yeah.
It's supposed to.
And a lot of those exfoliating creams, I don't recommend you putting that on in the morning under your makeup. Put that on at night as a night cream. That's a really good thing. Night cream is far more important than the moisturizer you use during the day. It really is. That's when you're resting and you're healing, and your body can take in the nutrients and the emollients from the night cream. Or if it's exfoliating, then when you wake up in the morning, that skin comes off. Go light. Go light with any moisturizer in daytime, and use your night cream. And toner. Get your toner going.
Toner.
How do you spell the white pencil?
Yeah, don't worry, Jen. I'll have all that stuff on my link once in the description. So don't worry, and it'll be on my store.
Okay,
everything we talk about, we'll talk about later in the description. So right now we're just having fun, but all that will be on, so you guys can click on a link and know where to go. This is my daughter Lucia.
MAC makes. There's a MAC pencil that's just white. So if you want to go on that website and find WHITE white, and you said, how do you spell? But I don't know. You spelled it fine. Get a white pencil and do that for a trick. It's also good for dark circles. Anything that looks deep and creviced in your face that you want to kind of illuminate and lift, so that when your makeup is finished, it's working from underneath with the light to make things less deep looking. Get a pencil. That's what makeup artists use. So we use. We don't use. We definitely use an array of colors, but we start dark and we end up light, and we don't have to have a lot in between because of blending different colors in our palms to match what we see in front of us. Okay, let's see. Thank you for the advice. Yeah. Oh yes, pretty daughter, like mom. Oh yeah, Lucy is beautiful. Let's get going on you. Yeah. I want to get you into the middle. Okay. I want to get my glasses on so I can see.
Wait, now it's time for the magic. The magic to have him.
I suppose that's
I love him so much. Oh, wouldn't it be great to have him every morning at your house? Thank you, Lucia. I know we're gonna look like Barbie, right?
Okay. Yeah, well, her mom does look like Barbie. I know. Okay. So, my damp sponge. Donna's greeted me at the door. She's done her, this is how I see the world makeup.
This is what brings me joy.
Yeah.
But he's going to do my makeup now. Okay, sweetie? This is what makes me happy every day.
I'm looking, and look at all, this is just to sort of give you guys an idea that this is where I start in the morning. This is where you start in the morning. Like you've got that thing. You've got your pencil that goes on the eyes, and you crimp the lashes if you should use an eyelash curler, and you have all that going on. This is basically what I'm looking at. Did you curl your lashes?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, there's a common problem. Now she should be properly moisturized. She already got makeup on. She's just here to enhance. So I'm not going to lean in. You see this is what we're talking about as far as dark circles. People think they're dark circles. What they are is just where the skin falls into the bone a little bit. So you got high cheekbones, so all of the skin starts to drape. So what we want to do, you stay right there, Don.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I want to do is not put concealer all over the place. Chin down a little bit. That shows it. Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
Whoa, baby.
And what we want to do is just take that concealer and wipe that out. Okay. Now, once we've done that, we can use a brush, or we can tap. I'm going to add a little bit of more of foundation underneath around the nose. Just a little bit more. I'm just going to take a little bit of my Smart Cover, which is a very hard pigment. And I have a damp sponge. Look and see, I'm not using much at all. But watch how easy that brings everything to life. Now you can back up a tiny.
And so, guys, by the way, I do a lot of shootings with Joseph. He's brilliant. And if you're ever in New York and you want to, look him up. But one of the things I have to say is, his makeup is so brilliant. In fact, I'm going to post a couple of photos on Instagram that he and I have done together and on my community board with YouTube. So you can really see, what real makeup artists, not, people who are just pretending to be makeup artists, but what they really do to make you just enhance your own natural beauty. You love this Lancome stuff. I know you do.
I do. But it makes all the difference in the world because, again, it shocks the eye into thinking that dip is actually elevated. And then here's the best trick I can play. This is a makeup artist trick, and I'm one of the few people that do this. If you'll lean in just a little bit. Now, do that squeeze for me. Look up. Not the face, just under the eyes. Can you do that? No, you're squeezed. Can you just squeeze that? No.
What am I doing?
You need to relax and just do this. Watch me. That's it. No, don't pinch your nose. Do it. That's it. I hate to be so silly about it. But what that does is it gives me a very smooth, tight surface to blend that concealer in. So you see what that did already? Do you remember where it was at? I'm not trying to erase anything. I'm just trying to trick your eye. It's okay. And it's a very...
Trick my eye, baby.
Don't pinch your nose. Just squeeze these between your eyes. That's it. A little hard. There you go. And look up. Look at that. And that area where I put that concealer, she's tightened it now. So I can really just blend it into that. Okay?
Wow, look at the difference, guys. Do you see that? Oh my God.
And since she's already got foundation on.
Because I didn't get any sleep last night. So I already had because I don't know what's going on with the planets, but nobody's sleeping either. It's like, everybody's telling me I can't get to sleep. So I think just a lot's going on with everybody. But wow, what a difference. Do you guys see? Like, it just completely takes away. Okay, babe. My daughter said I can sleep. Well, you're 9.
Yeah.
Wait till you're... All right.
See, okay, now, what we want to do is just, again, this is just a blot powder. Okay. I'm going to use a brush with it. Normally people use like a puff or something, on the job. I'm just going to take a brush. I'm going to fill that up with a little bit of blotting powder. And I'm just going to go over what I've done just to make sure that is set. This is I just want to take what Dawn did. I walked in the door and the first thing I said was, have you learned anything from me? Because I felt like, wow, this is how you present, put yourself. Now I want to give her some color. I think we're very much in need of that. So I'm just going to reach for a really soft, beautiful pink powder because I think powder blush, if you're keeping your makeup light, a good blush will also be another layer of makeup, another layer of coverage. Don't think of it as blush and then powder and then makeup. It's all makeup. So this blush that I'm going to put on her cheeks here after I've done over the red nose. Rudolph, give me just a little smile. I love this part right here. I love to put.
So I have to say, I love. Oh, go ahead.
Just keep the smile. Okay. You can talk.
No, I just have to say I love this brush. It feels like a little kitten. It's the soft fur. Love it. Oh, it feels good on my face.
I love color. I think the one thing women look the most beautiful with is color.
Yeah,
I mean, that's really soft. And it's a lot of color, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And if you want to get rid of dark circles, get a little color right in that, on top of that. And you'll look.
So you smile, and it brings out the cheek, and that's where he can really start to play with that, right? That area which you smile because it brings out your cheek.
Absolutely. And
I always smile when I put blush on because I'm like, ooh, I'm cute.
Another place I'm going to put color is a little bit on the eyelids, and I love this MAC palette, and you know, I pick up makeup along the way, you know, and then I have it, and I don't know, they should makeup. It's actually called Burgundy ×9. That's the name of it, because there's 9 different colors in here.
Oh, wow.
And they're very, very beautiful. So I like burgundy eyeshadow as a palette for almost all skin types. I think everybody can use a little bit of red.
Oh, interesting.
It brings the green out in your eyes. It brings the blue out in your eyes. It brings the beautiful richness of brown eyes out. I tend to not like flatter tones. And Dawn has what looks to be a gray kind of eyeshadow going. So I'm going to just bring that up by using this beautiful kind of coppery burgundy. You can see how beautiful those colors are. This gold is like too sparkly. I can't use it except for very fancy occasions when somebody needs to look that spectacular. But I love this color. And what I'm going to do, look down. Now you can see what she's done here. She's given herself, maybe you can show them. Just, you know, she's given her, look straight now. She's given herself just a little pencil behind the eye, and that's great. It's really popped her eye. Yeah. But it's kind of a gray color. In order to draw attention, in order to pop the face, I mean, already we've done it with blush, and I think it's been very effective. I want to bring some of that red into the eyelid. And I'm just going to brush over a pencil that she did. Now look already what that's done.
You see the difference, guys? I know we don't have the best lighting.
No,
because live, it's just very hard.
We'll show them like glamour. Yeah, there you go. Well, no, show them the lid, baby. Yeah, see that? I mean, that is so different than what she has, what she's done with just that pencil.
We're being silly.
We are being very silly. But what's nice is to use the dark pencil to bring up the eyes, but then go over and set it with a beautiful shade. I love coppers. I love burgundies behind the eyes. Look down them close. I'm going right over that line that she made. What did you use, baby? A pencil?
Just a pencil.
Yeah, most people do. They got a pencil and mascara on the eye. We'll go ahead and bring it back up with some color. And then one of my favorite tools in my kit. I know it is a really good brush. Right away, you're gonna feel it. You've got to have a blending brush. A brush that doesn't get makeup, doesn't have eyeshadow in it, just clean and fat and fuzzy. This will clean your eyelid and blend everything in. And you've got to have it. It's just a good tip. You know, people are afraid to use too much makeup. That's not the issue. The issue is that if you blend it, you don't see it. So you can just go for all the enhancement. Now, another, something else that I love is the pencil, also by MAC, called Teddy. And it's an eye pencil, so it's very, very soft. But then again, you can see, even though this is a really rich color, you can see how much copper and brown is in that. Another really good enhancing color. So I'm going to look up. I'm just going to add a little bit of this underneath her lashes in the corner, just to kind of open that up for her.
Yeah.
But see, it has a little reflection quality.
See how it opens the eye?
And it's just got some, but it has reflection in it, which is really nice. Again, I know why you want to go easy on the makeup and you want it to go fast. And I'm all in. I'm all in on that. But the best way to do it fast and effective, use a pencil and then right away set that with a really pretty soft shadow. And I'm going to go with the same one I used up top. Look up. It's just a matter of, if you can take a brush and blend that pencil with a little eyeshadow, then you have the density of the pencil, but the shadow softens it, and it also sets it. So it doesn't move all day, because, you know, pencil runs down. Everyone's like, I don't want to use pencil on my eye, because by noon it's in my, down on my cheeks. Set it with an eyeshadow. It's a quick, professional looking makeup, but very, very easy. And always we just take and dab the corners a little bit. That's also good. Someone was asking about how makeup can reduce you can always dab a little right here. I think I think it's a great place to dab a little makeup. It's in the corner of the eye here. Because it always lifts the eye to do that. It always lifts the eye to do it. Now, we've done that. Now we're going to do a light, just a light buff, easy kind of. Back so I'm just using a little. It's almost a contour kit, but you know, some of these powder contour kits are really good for the eyes. Yeah. You've got brown, you've got yellow, you've got a pearl, you've got matte. I'm going to take a little of the matte, and I'm just going to go under the brow a little bit, just because you want to finish and set that area, just to make it look like it's just smoothed out. You know, like almost like an eyeshadow primer. Not a bad thing. Okay, and I mean, we're really getting somewhere. I wish we had better light. I'm so sorry about the light, you guys. We're
sorry about the light. Yeah. When we do live, you can't.
No,
the camera quality and the lighting is not as good. So we're just
hoping, we're working on it. How about that?
Yeah,
we're working on it.
It's a work in progress, but we love you guys, and I know that you're sending us love. We can feel it through the camera.
Yes,
so
we
thank
can.
you. We appreciate you so much.
Yes, we can.
It is what it is.
Well,
but we're trying. But we're going to be doing more video. So
yeah.
In fact, Cortland's.
Now, I'm just going to throw in a little tip for you ladies that want your eye to look a little bit more open in the outside corners as we age, that this tends to fall. So the one way to do that, now you can either lift your eyelid up and kind of, you know, like lift your eyebrows way up. You can do it that way, see? And you just look straight up, yeah, down, there you go. I will go right in here with something, and this is the trick, matte. Completely matte, no shine. I don't care if you got beige, burgundy, you know, brown, black I'd stay away from. But what this is going to do, because it's matte, is it's just going to bring that corner out. And that's 20 seconds it took me to do that. So if you incorporate that, and I'm using, see, in this palette, which is nice, you can see, this is matte, that's matte, that's matte, that's matte, that's matte. This is shiny, 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 shiny. So I have this beautiful kind of rose mauve matte, and that's because it's not going to look like more makeup. It's just going to open it up because it's matte. That's the trick. Yes, thank you. Right there in the corner, just tuck it in there and roll it up like that. You've got to, if you're using pearlish or shiny shadows in this area of the eye, you're not going to get what you need. See what that did? So I'm a little in love.
I'm in love.
I'm a little in love. I think you look fantastic. You know, we're getting somewhere. Now, a lot of people talk about eyebrows. I'm not going to do a lot to Dawn's eyebrows. It's the day. She's got good brows, but they need a little brush. They need to be brushed. There's so many products now that eyebrows have really become emphasized. So here we have Ready to Wear New York. It's just basically a medium tone eyebrow set with color. And I'm just going to brush it into the brows, and I'm going to brush it up just like that. And because it has a little color, again, it's going to add some emphasis.
Yeah, look at the difference.
See, just put that little bit of, and this will dry like a hair set.
I love this. I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, we need to tell them thank you for sending that to us.
Yeah. Wow.
It's just got
an eye lift.
Well, and you know, people eyebrows when they're brushed up.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, Dawn has really beautiful eyebrows, so there's always that. You know, she's done a good job maintaining her brows. She's taken them, made a beautiful shape out of them without leaving them to grow in too heavy.
I just never
But they're not overplucked, not at all. So just brushing those up, that I think we're already getting into a better place. Now, there's two things that have to be done.
Okay.
And I carry this around. When Dawn said, bring the stuff that you like.
I said, just bring your favorites. 5 of your favorite things that you can't leave the house with.
Now, this bumpin' and jams is Jeremy Scott for MAC. But the genius of this is lipstick.
And
lip color.
And lots of them.
And you can see the colors, which I really like. I mean, I'm saying a lot about MAC because actually, when they can condense this many colors, I'm a makeup artist. I want to run around and do makeup, but I don't want to have to carry 45 lipsticks. So there are boxes that you can put lip colors in, but after a while, you know, they're not so much fun either. So this is fun. I've got what I'm going to do with Dawn.
This is really, the colors are fun.
Right.
I'll list everything below, guys.
And what I want to show you, we'll absolutely list everything. What I want to show you that I think can be really helpful is that Dawn's done a basic kind of pearly, brownish color on her mouth. To my eye, and this is just my eye looking at it, it's drawing the life from her face. It's totally the wrong color.
Oops. Makeup's not my thing. Skincare is my thing. So makeup's not.
Just not the right color.
Oops.
So I'm going to start with something a little bit more. I'm going to start with something a little bit neutral.
It's going to give me a pop.
Well, I want to take the brown. You've got almost like a, it's almost like, you know what color it looks like up close? It almost looks like caramel.
Yeah.
And Caramel is not your color.
Okay.
Caramel is your hair color. It's your skin color. You're caramely. So this is going to be a little pop. I've grabbed a little red. Don't be scared. And I'm just going to add a little pop. And I mean, just take, you know, you've got that red lipstick in the drawer, you know, just take it and pop a little on your lips. Like that.
But I wear darker at night. So, I mean, I love this.
That's not dark.
Yeah, that's sometimes. So I go red at night, but in the day I wear it. But this is
so
great.
we forgive you.
Yeah.
For doing that. But you'll see that you really, ladies, cheeks, lips, eyelids, that's where you can put the color in your face. Everybody needs color.
I love this. It just gives me like, almost like it's like a cherry, like a light cherry, like I ate cherries. Yeah.
Like you ate a red candy, a red cherry candy.
Do you guys like it? Thumbs up if you like it. It encourages us to do this because we want to know that we're doing what you like.
The other thing I want to add here, because lipstick should not dry. I'm not really into, you know, you can find the perfect lipstick, but this is basically just mixing colors. And now I'm just doing a little balm. You know, the rosebud. You can get it at Ricky's minted rose lip balm. And it's just it's just on a brush.
It's minty.
You throw a little bit on the mouth, and all of a sudden you've got, you know, it's not shiny, it's not matte, it's just wonderful. Now to totally pop to take this whole thing and finish it off, mascara always. So another coat of mascara isn't going to hurt our girl.
And I'm your girl.
You better believe it. Since 1982.
We have been friends for a long time.
Since 1982. We were friends the minute we met because she was so beautiful and she thought what I did on her was so beautiful.
So go on his Instagram account. You will see some throwbacks that are really incredible.
Right, there's throwbacks, and there's a lot of what I'm doing now. I just did a beautiful photography.
Give him your Instagram account because a lot of people on here, I'm sure, would love to follow you on Instagram, on Facebook. And, you know, the thing is that this is a community, seriously, of love. And we don't have haters.
We love your emails. We love hearing that. I want to know what's going on with you because we've all had a lot going on with us through our whole lives. Like I said, I'm 63 now, and I've had a lot of, you know, tragedy and incredible triumph and success and having friends like Don Gallagher for 35 years now. You know, there's so much to share. Everybody's got a story. And I find that I can grow and learn from hearing about your stories and hearing about it. For all, absolutely, let me know. Yeah. You know, be in touch with me.
Stay in touch with us on Facebook, Instagram, all our links. You know, this is live, so I didn't do a description yet, but I'll have that all down there.
I'm just putting a little bronzer under her neck because so many women, their neck is so much paler.
Yeah, you got to match. You got to match.
So I'm just adding a little bronzer in here, across the forehead. I'm going to finish the whole thing off.
Just so you
You
guys
always
can
set
see.
your makeup.
And we're
Always.
done.
Oh, yeah, throw the hair.
And we're
Always.
done.
Oh, yeah, throw the hair here. Wait. Brush hair. Hang on. Don't move. And just then add a little mist to
Ooh,
that.
that felt good.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and
honey.
now it's when that dries, you know, setting your face with water, whether it's a rose water like this, or if it's just Avion in a can, or if it's Avion in bottled Avion in a spray bottle, just spray your face when you're done doing
In
makeup.
my book,
what it does is it neutralizes everything and blends it together, like it locks it on your face. There's a whole reason why people spray and set makeup. It's not just, you know.
I want to show. In my book, I talk a lot about, because I'm into skincare. I'm not a makeup artist, as you know, but I talk about skincare, and I teach you how to make your own rose water. And so if you care, it's on Amazon, Dawn Gallagher. I'll have links below. But we love you guys. We actually have to run. We've been on an hour. And so
I want to say one thing to Nellie the vegan.
Okay.
Oh my God, there are so many amazing things coming out.
Yeah.
Because, you know, even as I know a makeup artist that's a vegan for 30 years, 30 or 40 years. And everything in his kit, every makeup he uses, every brush he uses. I mean, there's a story there. I am not vegan. I'm certainly not. You know, I think it's great.
We're leaning into it as things come out.
They're making beautiful synthetic brushes, so they're not animal hair. You've got products that are not made with any animal products. Vegan is really moving in strong. I think you might save our planet in the long run. Yeah, we love you vegans. We love you. We hope that you will like and subscribe and share our videos. This is a community of love. Yeah.
Like, let's not remember, I never get people saying nasty things on it because it's just beautiful, amazing people commenting, and we appreciate you and we love you. We have to run.
And remember, age is gorgeous.
Yes,
all signs of aging, including the way you think and how you use your wisdom to help people who are younger than don't know better.
Yeah, and you're wise.
Embrace your age.
You're a wise woman. We love you.
Big
Bye-bye.
hugs. Yeah, wow.